All right, welcome to part 2 of my episode 4 of making a mod for Slime Rancher 1 where we're trying to make a crop, a hen, and a slime science item. It took way longer than I expected last time, so we didn't get everything done, and we're going to be finishing that here now. So, what we did was we created a crop, and we did our icons and ramps. Now we have to create our slime science item and our hen. So let's go ahead and try to speed things up. I'm going to go ahead and put that in its own little section. We shouldn't have to do it for the hens, but we'll have to do it for our... Actually, yeah, we shouldn't have to do another one of those. Let's actually start with the science item. So science item creation dot, we have create item extraction set as well. We have 3, apparently there's a preload item. Do I run preload? Hold on. What does this do? I don't think I need that. So I'm going to just do it. I'm going to do it without that feature. We're going to create item, and we're going to call this our var crazy cool soup. Cool is this. Now, create an item, we're going to first have to give it its name. It is, of course, our crazy cool soup. Then we have to give it its ID. Again, this is all fairly easy so far. IDs dot crazy cool soup craft. Next, we have the base item. This is the base Slimecraft item, slime science item we want to use for it. For this example, we're just going to be using deep brine. Fairly easy to use. Now we're going to need materials. So to do this, we're going to do use slime appearance.ssl and create slime material. This is going to have a lot of complicated stuff, so I'm going to get through it. This is the base of the material, similar to slime base. Visual base 2 from the other function. So what we're going to do is we're going to get, I forgot which one was which. Let me go check real quick. Which was which? So create item. All right, that's what I thought. So next we're going to do a puddle slime. And we're going to do top color. And let's go look at our the icon for the slime and see what colors we're looking at. Top color is looking probably like we're going to use this blue right here, which is a good old 03186. So let's go here. We're going to go new, color 32, 0, 031, right? 0, 0, 31, 86, and then of course 255. Next, we're going to need another color, which is the mid color. So again, we can go here, we can figure out what color it is. So our mid color is looking like it's going to be this color. So let's go like that. That's going to be a 6730. 6734 probably will work. I got my mouse stuck again. This happened some other one. So new color 32. I believe that was 60, 0, 67, 32, 255. Again, the alpha isn't very useful. Next, we have its bottom color. We can go grab that real quick. That's going to be this color probably. So we can go and gather what color this is. That's going to be a 3853. So we can do new, color 32, 0, 58. You can see the other part. Wait, was it 32? Was it 52? It was 50. It was actually 53. I forget it. It's 38. I'm confused. All right, 38, 52, and then 255. Next, it's going to ask for our specular color, which is a bit more complicated. What color in here represents our specular color? Probably this. So I'm going to go ahead and say that this, well, it's actually the specular color. Let's go ahead and use see that little light blue rim around this? That's the specular color we're going to want. So we're going to probably do about 10 full. Actually, it looks like the colors we've been using are wrong. I had the wrong mode in. So we have to go redo all the colors, don't we? You know what? I've committed to this weird, stupid effect, so we're going to do 10, 100, 100. I'm just kidding. We'll have to redo them, probably. This is all part of the hilariousness of it. Or there's another option. We can switch to using this by changing which one. Since we're doing color 32, it was 255 method, but since we've been accidentally using 100 this whole time, we're going to change it. So next is new color, and this one, we're going to go ahead and do this. And this one we don't even need an alpha, so we can just do it like this. Actually, does alpha work? Yeah, alpha works if we wanted to. We're going to do 0.1, 0.1f followed by 1f, 1f. And that's how you do it this way. What I'm going to do to you is set you to color, set you to color, and then we're going to do point. So just remove you, make you an F and you an F. And we're going to set you, you're also a color, so we're going to do 0 point, move you, F, and of course, remove this, turn that to an F, turn you to an F, 0 point. So the idea is changed. I don't know where we use colors in this. We use colors to create the here. That's where we use colors. So we can go ahead and do this as well for this one. Anyway, next we have to do our shine value. Our shine value will be 0f, and this will be our loss value will be 0.1f. Crack color doesn't need to be anything. Color.black. And then we have hue, which should be also color.black. Since we're not using this material in particular, doesn't use this. And for these, we're gonna just create new instructions. And we'll do new flow instructions. And I don't remember if there was a way to mark that this is empty. Now we have to create a second material. And what's harder is this material too, because you want it to be a glass-like material. So what are we going to do? Well, there's multitudes of ways we could try and do this. Let's see, what's the most reasonable way of doing it? Well, we can go actually look something up real quick. So we're going to go and look up where I get this. So I'm going to open up Simple Asset Mod Library. You know, I'm cheating a little bit here. You wouldn't be able to do this. And how long is this? 9 minutes. Okay, this is a bit of a pain. All right. Next, we're going to go to slime creation. Science item creation. And then we're going to go create item. Okay, material 1. 2. This is where we get the material. We're going to copy this. And then we're going to close you and go you. Why do I take this? That's because we're going to do this. And is it ID change? ID change. I think we're missing the reference. If I go here, we're going to be using this now. ID change dot get name. object. And we're going to need to go fetch something as well real quick, which is what name we're going to be needing. To get this, we're going to go here to run Slime Rancher, and we're going to quickly go find the slime. We're going to go quickly find what deep brine is called to be able to get its glass texture to be able to use. This is where we're going to be using Unity Explorer. Of course, again, you should probably go to the SRML Discord and ask around if you need this mod for anything, and look up how to get it installed, because it's a bit more complicated than your average mod. So we're going to use that menu that I've been closing all these times, which is the menu that pops up here, Object Explorer. We're now going to go look up deep brine, search. Craft deep brine is what it's called. We can go ahead and copy this name and put it here. This is what we're going to be looking for. So this way, we can go ahead and just take the texture from it. That's a bit of cheating. If you wanted, if we were using the asset bundle method, you can actually make your own material in the asset bundle and load it in. But since we're not using asset bundles, we are not going to be able to do that. So next, for our slime science item, we're going to go ahead and go science item creation, load item. We created it. Our item object is crazy cool soup. Our ID is, of course, IDs.crazy craft. Our item back color is going to be, let's go ahead and get one of these. Which one's good? I'll go ahead and get you to represent our back color. Its icon is, of course, going to be texture utils load image. Crazy cool soup dot png dot create, right? Then we're going to go and do normal. Of course, we still want these to be backable. Again, you can set them to large if you want them to act like a Bordeaux or a Largo, and you can set them to huge, and they're supposed to not back. I don't know if that actually works though. That's just what I've heard. Now that we have all this set up, so we're going to do one last line of code, which is science. And I don't believe I don't have this function run in here. I don't think I've used this function before, but we'll see if this works. So we're going to do crazy cool soup craft. We're going to do extractor ID is going to be pump. Now you can technically need to set this up for multiple pumps. I'm just going to set it up simply for, let's make it so only a novice pump can do it, just to annoy people. We're going to set, this is the zone that you want it to do it in. We'll say our soup can only be gathered at, we'll just do the reef for easiness. Reef. Not want to be easy. And now it's broken out. Zone director dot zone dot reef. And now looks like I made a mistake. Oh, I forgot the chance out of 100. We're gonna set this to a decently high chance at 22F. Only in zone, true. Particle amount. We'll go ahead and set it to 6. I don't know how much it should be. So that should be it. And that should load in our slime science item, theoretically speaking, completely. So let's go ahead and test if our slime science actually, we haven't created our slime PDF for it. So I almost forgot. We need to create a slime PDF. So we're going to do slime PDF icon. We're going to do PDF. This should just be soup. So soup. We're going to change you to soup as well. Good. Next, we have to do the category, which is going to be to do the connection. This connects it so that it knows that, again, if you followed the tutorials, you already know what this does. This is the one that tells it to, that when we pick it up, this is the item that's associated with the slime PDF. You can also add special slime PDFs not associated with an item. What do you mean? Oh, right, because it's underscore craft. And then we do resources. And next, we're going to run this again. And this time, it's going to be underscore craft. And this is going to be crazy cool soup. A soup. I don't remember what they say on them. Science item. Soup. None. This looks like soup, but no one has ever opened it to tell. Empty. And we can go ahead and do the last line, which is this translation patcher, which is going to be crazy cool underscore soup. Should just be underscore soup. Then we're going to do crazy cool soup. There we go. Now, this should have added our soup into the game. And then we have to create our hen, which is going to take equally long, despite the fact that this is already taken way too long. Oh well, this is just going to be a longer episode. A two-parter that takes you up way too much time. We can go ahead and check our soup, make sure our soup's souping. There's even a way to get our soup. There's technically no way to get our veggie currently. I have not added a way to get our veggie yet, and that will be something for later on in the tutorials. There is one way of adding the veggie, which is to set it to replace certain farms, or you can set it to be as a bonus veggie in certain farms, but we're not going to do that right now. Instead, we're going to wait, and I will add it a different way later on. Alrighty. Just to check that our item works, it's going to spawn super, our crazy. Did I forget to load? Did I forget to update the mod? I think I probably did. Did I build it at least? Yeah, I did. Okay. An honest mistake. I made this a couple episodes ago, I think, as well. I'm rushing too fast. Is it trying? Really trying. Cancel. Play. There we go. Alright. Now we can test out our veggie. Or not our veggie, or slime science item. I've been making too many of these today, man. I'm going crazy. Alright, we need to do this fast so I can hopefully do the hen as well. And again, we will also, our hen won't be able to spawn in. So there are some limitations to making a hen with simple SR mod library. That main limitation is that if you get far away, that it doesn't keep the texture. Ideally, in an update, if I ever updated it. Okay. Let's go look at the error in detail. Well, this is an interesting one. Okay, let's the error has already occurred. Null reference. It's slime material. It probably has to do with the fact that I set this to empty. Let me go check something. So we're going to go ahead and add something to our mod that I forgot to add. We're going to go ahead and, in case we ever need them again, we have these two. And for our slime science item, we're going to need them. Ooh. For this, we kind of just created these. We're not going to do that anymore. We're going to set you to no glow. No glow. That's what it was called. No. No glow. I'm going to say use no glow. And we're going to say you to no speckle. And that should work. Now that will no longer error and it should fix our problem there. I was just trying to make our code simpler so I didn't have to make those, and it didn't work. So I don't tend to use the speculative glow instructions much, but you can use them if you ever want to. Glow instructions is for changing the glow of a phosphor slime, while speckle instructions is a special feature to add speckles to a texture. There we go. That fixed our problem. So let's go ahead and go on. And now this should work. We should be able to quickly test them all out. Alright, now we can spawn crazy. So you can see, now we have the deep brine texture. Up, crazy cool soup, a soup. Out. Soup looks like the icon, kind of. Very nice. If we wanted to, we can go to this. Resources, we should find it here. Favored by none. This looks like soup, but no one has ever opened it to tell. Alright, if we go out here and do give gadget novice. One T Oh. Sleepwalk. We can get what we want. We're going to actually give ourselves a lot of these because it might take us a little while to get what we want. Actually, is that it? Yeah, we did get it. I just didn't see it. So there we go. So we can see that it works. Nice. Go ahead and disable sleepwalk. Save. Something I should probably check is I don't believe that this lets our item be able to be put inside of the binary. We might have to do that later. For now, it's just going to be like this. Anyway, next is hens while we have not much time left. So, how do we add hens to the game? Oh, we're going to first create what we're going to call var crazy cool hen and chick equals hen and chick creation dot create hen and chick. Check. So our chick ID, we need our hen, chicken base, hen base, all of this. So now we're going to do IDs dot chick. This is IDs dot crazy cool hen. Our chick base is stony chick. Our hen base is stony hen. Our chick material is going to be, we can go to probably hen chick creation. Create chick material. Base idea is going to be stony chick. New red ramp. Now again, I don't remember which is which. I should probably go check. There was a hen. Hen. Um, Alright, I can't find the diagram. So, since we can't find I can't find the diagram, we're just gonna guess. So we're going to run the same load image function that we've done for everything else. Why does my mouse freeze at the worst times? It doesn't like existence. All right, copy. Where were we? Highest. Right. We're going to load image, which is the sprite. Sprite ramp main. And then we'll do sprite. See this? Ramp. Go ahead and do this one as sprite ramp red. Do main red. Now for our hen material, we're going to do hen chick creation dot create hen material, and then we'll do this. So the base idea is our stone hen that we based our icon off of. Our texture for the red ramp can be, let's do the same as we did here. We can do paste main. The green ramp, we'll go ahead and just assume this will work. If we set this green, then we'll do main. Next is chick name. This is crazy cool chick. And then we have the hen name, which is our crazy cool hen. Now, probably some of these names shouldn't be set to this format, and there's some better format for them, but this is how we're going to do it. So now we've created our crazy cool hen and chick. We now have to do hen chick creation dot load hen and chick. Load our hen and chick. We have to put in a lot of information. So I believe that the chick comes first. Let me go make sure that I'm not making a mistake. Yes, it is chick that comes first. So it is crazy cool hen and chick dot item 1, and then crazy cool hen and chick dot item 2. Chick name again is our crazy cool chick, and then we have our crazy cool hen. These are the names, and next is the chick's ID, which is of course the hen's ID, which is hen. Next, we have the chick sprite, which is going to be, let me go find where it's, grab the sprite before. Luckily, one is right here. Grab, and we can set you to crazy cool chick. That's sprite. And we can do hen sprite, which is going to be similar, but this time it's going to say, we're going to put in the hen sprite. Wow, so crazy. And now we're on to the chick color, which is going to be, from now on, we're going to try to use the 255 values to make my life easier. For the chick, we're going to set its colors to be, we'll set it to this reddish color, which is 255, 105, 96. So let's go to here. Now new to 255, 105, 96. 255. And for the hen color, we're going to go for a different color for the hen. The hen's color is mainly this type of color, which is the 105, 86. So we can go over here. We can go here. Do new color 32. What did I say? Oh, this is 0. 86. That should be all we need, and we might have our chicken hen done first try. Might. Of course, we'll probably have to mess around with which ramp goes where. That's just how it is. Because it's very hard to remember which ramp is which. So we're going to put our mod in. There we go. We'll load up the game. See if we get any errors or if this worked. While that's running, we can go ahead and check what time we're at, because I am very well aware of the time. Great, 34 minutes. And again, none of only the slime science item is currently actually available in game. The other two can only be available using certain mods or by, of course, cheating. So later on, we're going to have to add ways to get these. But in this episode of it, we're not going to be doing that, because the only easy way is, oh boy, create chicken material. Did I mess up? All right, time to figure out which name I messed up. Let's go ahead and look at you. We should have been done. What's wrong? What happens to the chick material? So all three of these should chick material. Sprite ramp. Yeah, all the sprite ramp names are correct. Which means the null reference has to do with setting it to Stony Chick. This isn't too shocking. And it means that simply, again, we're running into a limitation of the code. So I'm going to, for the simplicity's sake, just to make sure that this is in fact the problem, I'm going to go ahead and do it like this. And it's probably due to the naming system used in the game objects that make this not work. And that means if you wanted to do it differently, you can always take the game objects and change the textures yourself. But we're not going to be doing that. We're not going to be doing it very makeshiftly to do it exactly how we want. So I'm going to simply run it. It's disappointing, but sometimes you have to compensate for what happens. And again, there are definitely limitations to using simple SR mod libraries such as this. But you can also always do it manually by looking in the code, figuring out why the error occurs, and what you can do to get what you want. It's mainly just used for making a simple mod. It's not designed to be a fully fledged thing that it's possibly useful for really advanced things. And I guess not even this. The hen code is a bit sketchy, but it works. So let's see. And it still gives the null reference. Interesting. That's not what I expected to happen. That means that we have a bigger problem. Why are you null referencing? So let's go ahead and undo you. What we did. So let's go ahead and change you back to Stony. Sprite ramp may.png. Those are the names, right? I'll add it in. All right. Well, it's in the first one, so. This is an interesting situation. I don't know what is actually giving the null reference error. So we have IDs. Funny chick. Dot. Think. Yeah, I don't know. I don't get it. What is the null reference error coming from? This was not expected. Which one was it? Let me make my life easier and delete all of these unnecessary SRML events, and then just open the actual one. All right. So, but I don't know specifically which one. It's very not specific about, what's actually causing it. So let's go look into the function and see everything that could cause it, because I can. go into the function. You could use it doing d and spy is how you normally do this, but since I have them on original files, I'm going to do it this way. Engine creation. Check material. And null references here. What happen if it can't get the base ID? That would be cause a null reference. It would cause a null reference if this material doesn't exist. It should. So I don't know what to do here. So let's go ahead. I got another example thing I can do to try and figure it out. All I can think of here is that it has to do with the fact that I'm loading in these textures as 2D. So I don't really know what to do here. I just set this to texture like this. This doesn't do anything. This error doesn't make any sense. Unless these aren't loading correctly. Unless exactly one of these isn't. Sprite brown red. This one's in. See? So better resource. Wrong, I'm gonna go crazy. Alright. This is a good old normal Slime Rancher doesn't make any sense type of error. What is the best way of figuring this out? We can go ahead and just use something called, let's go ahead and get srml.console. I don't feel like it. This just works. And what we're going to log is simply any of these. Oh, cannot convert. No main if. And then we're going to have another one called null red. This is just a, I guess, a process of how you're going to figure out what it is. We can go through bunches of different steps and things that should be running in it and see what causes the null error. I don't really need null green. Another thing we can go ahead and check is, well, let me open this up again. Another thing we can check for nulls, this is going way over our time now. Whoops. So we create these. Another things we can check for nulls is this Hen prefab is this line of code is something and a half. Stony. There we go. Oh boy. Gosh dang it. Alright. Well, first we can just run this test. This test will check if these are nulls. And honestly, it doesn't matter if we leave these in. Oh my goodness, I hate when those show up. Those are really annoying in my opinion, but whatever, we can put up with them. And this is a good old taste of good old Slime Rancher bug testing. I really didn't want to have to extend this over 40 minutes. The goal was under 40 minutes, but you know, errors do be like that. All right. We can probably find that the error has already occurred. Right. We don't need to keep going. So that means neither of them were nulls. That gives us the information. So it was a null inside of the function. This doesn't make sense to me. If I set this to a check, this should have fixed it though. So why when I set this to a chick and I select this to a hen, it doesn't change anything? Where is the null reference? The weirdest problem is that I've used this function before in the past and it worked fine. But if I go here, it still causes the error, which leads me to believe that this is a very strange one. So we can probably use Unity Explorer to figure out where the error is coming from. If this does still error, as we can go through every single step of it to try and figure out where it fails. Would it be useful to have all of these logged as errors and stuff like that? Probably. Give more information for null reference errors in the future. Again, that's something I should probably just do. But I haven't done. Okay, again, this still showed up. Wait, this is a different error. Something else is null referencing in here. Okay, so that actually does fix the materials. I just forgot something else. Was that create or load? This is important. This is create. Or else So the quick and easy fix for a lot of this is probably just to change this to regular. I mean, that's really annoying and not what I wanted, but alas, it's probably due to a slight difference in the names of the objects. So, and there's probably ways I can get around this in the future, and I might make an update getting around this. But in the current version, there's not a way around this, so we're just going to have to compromise. If you don't want to compromise, there are ways around that. It's called doing it manually. You'll look into the code, figure it out, use Unity Explorer, you can figure out the fix. But I believe this will now work, and I am so done with this episode. This one took way longer than it should have. An almost hour-long episode is not what I planned on making for part two. Uh, Whatever. Should be. Alright. Now we can look at our slimes, our hens, real quick. And all of their henniness. I'm not even going to mess with fixing the ramps. You can fix them to whatever you want. But if our ramps are not right, then, you know, it is. Spawn, crazy. Crazy cool chick doesn't actually look half bad. It actually looks pretty good. Crazy cool hen. Crazy cool hen actually looks pretty good as well. This part of it doesn't change for some reason. I don't know why, but it doesn't like changing. So I can pick them up. They have their icons. Slimepedia wise, you can add a Slimepedia the same way we added a Slimepedia for a crop. I'm going to do that off camera because I've already taught you how to do it. And this is way too long of an episode. So, anyway, I'm going to be stopping now. Goodbye. Hope you learned something. Hope you enjoyed. Uh, this was stupid long, but see ya.